Well, good evening, everyone. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. And as you may guys noticed, SummerSlam is this Saturday from Las Vegas, and SummerSlam for 2021 is sponsored by the WWE 2K22 video game, which, which I believe is going to be in retail stores this October, and I know it's going to be rated T for teen. So, Brandon, who I have at this time, what are your thoughts on SummerSlam coming to Las Vegas?
It's for the very first time. I know it's been, going into a West Coast yet again. It's just knowing being at NFL Stadium, Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, but rumors are saying that they could possibly have the SummerSlam back at the Thunderdome.
Well, if that was the case, though, if that was about to happen, then heck, I don't blame WWE doing that for having it back yet again for the Thunderdome. But we'll have to wait to see what happens going to this coming Saturday.
Yeah, you never know where it could be held, but right now it's still going to remain the same as this Saturday in Las Vegas. However, with COVID-19 cases declining due to vaccinations in the United States and most establishments lifting pandemic protocols, WWE has did resume live touring in mid-July, running shows at full venue capacity. Shortly after, however, COVID-19 cases have began rising again due to the emergence of the Delta variant of the virus. In August 4th, the Allegiant Stadium and Ticketmaster released official statements that all attendees of SummerSlam, regardless of vaccination status, will be required to wear masks during the event. No other protocols have been announced with SummerSlam scheduled to proceed as planned with a full audience, with WWE having sold over 44,000 tickets for the event by late July.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know exactly for sure whether it's going to be in Las Vegas or whether they're going to have it at the Thunderdome again. We just don't know for sure. But as of right now, it's still in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
But right now we're going to, and I believe right now and we're going to do our SummerSlam predictions tonight. However, for those who want to do it in the live chat today, well, unfortunately, I had to turn the live chat off. So for those of you who want to do the predictions with Brandon right now, you'll have to wait until this Thursday when Brandon brings you episode 97 of the Rain Ray podcast, beginning at 6/5 Central.
Yep.
So be sure to tune in for that, and I hope you'll be making your predictions for that pay-per-view, because Brandon, Jordan, Eric, Michael, and I think a few others who are part of the R&R staff will give you the matches, what your predictions are going to be, and everything that's going to be coming up this Thursday on episode 97 of the Rain Ray podcast, beginning at 6/5 Central. But Brandon and I are just going to do it today, just before NXT goes on the air in a few minutes on USA. So let's go ahead and get to that. We have not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 10 matches on the card.
Or in Luke's case, oh my!
Yeah, it could be Platinum's case, but who gives a crap? Yeah. All right, we're going to start from 10 to 1, as Jordan would like to always start us off with. So we're going to start at number 10 here. We have, I can tell you right now, Brandon, that 7 of the matches are championship matches, but the only championship that's not being defended right now is the Intercontinental Championship, because as you know, this past Friday on SmackDown, King Nakamura won his second Intercontinental Championship with a win over Apollo Crews.
Mm-hmm.
So the Intercontinental title is not going to be defended this Saturday, since Nakamura won this past Friday on SmackDown. So let's go and get to the matches right now. We have AJ Styles and Omos taking on RK Bro, which in the forms of Riddle and Randy Orton for the Raw Tag Team titles.
Oh man, I'll say this before I do get my prediction in. RK Bro, they are not getting along. I'll say,
Yeah, I was
However,
surprised about what happened with that thing last week when Randy Orton attacked Riddle at the end of the night with the RKO.
yeah, and I think, Mr. Riddle better not mess with Orton. I'll just say this.
Yep, if he does mess with him again, he will get attacked again. Depth with 100% this time. Not only with the Styles finisher and whatever finisher almost has, or maybe he may get attacked again with the RKO.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as I know, I think AJ Styles and Omos are going to retain the titles. There's no question about it.
Yeah, I'll say the same thing as well. AJ Styles and Omos getting the win as well.
So AJ Styles and Omos will retain. RK Bro will break up, and Randy Orton will definitely attack Riddle once again with the RKO.
Yep.
All right. And next up, we got Eva Marie with Doudrop against Alexa Bliss.
Oh, good gosh. My reaction to that, man, I gotta say, what was the point in this one? All I gotta say is this. What was the freaking point about this?
But before I make your predictions, Brandon, I want to about this match. I want to let you know that Eva Marie was in San Francisco last week for it was a WWE night for the San Francisco Giants, which meant that Chris Bryant, Evan Longoria, and I think a few other Giants players, including the managers, the coaching staff, and the fans, really welcomed Eva Marie with in open arms. And Eva Marie throughout the ceremony of first pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and she presented the Giants mascot with a customized WWE title.
Yes.
So now back to the match at hand. So who do you think is going to win this match, Eva or Marie or Bliss?
It sure as hell ain't Eva Marie. I go Alexa Bliss.
Guy had to go with the good old AB, Alexa Bliss. And yes, guys, once again, SummerSlam is presented by WWE 2K22, the video game, in the retail stores this fall, rated T for teen. All right, but now this next match, this will be a very important. This will be a very good stipulation because with Jinder Mahal, even though Jinder Mahal is taking on Drew McIntyre in the next match, I want to let you know that Veer and Shanky are banned from ringside. That's the stipulation for this match.
Mm-hmm.
So Jinder Mahal will be in the ring by himself with Veer and Shanky being ejected from ringside. So he'll have to face Drew McIntyre by himself.
Yep. I mean, without these, with Veer and Shanky.
Without these SOBs covering him at ringside.
Oh, yeah, I know. But if that was to happen, of course it would be, I'm just going to say they'll be disqualified. But I'll say, without, it would have been Mahal winning it. But unfortunately, it has to be Drew McIntyre getting the W.
Let me guess. Claymore?
Yep.
Go figure. I go on with good old DM, Drew McIntyre. Next, Sheamus, Damian Priest with the United States Championship on the line.
Well, okay. This one's going to be a good one, I'll say. Priest, getting the shot. Oh. But yes, back to what I was saying. Oh, yeah. But I'll look at that message later. What was that? Oh, yes. With Priest getting a good win streak on hand, I know Sheamus hasn't defended the top since that injury. So hopefully, it's going to be very tough to say. I got to go with new United States champion Damian Priest.
Okay. All right, let me get the thing out of the way here, so that way I can get because Aunt Jay, our pal Jay wants to do his predictions of during the event, but we'll get to him in a little bit. I'll let you know what his predictions are when I get a chance. Let's get but before we get to the next one, who just say he was going to win the U.S. title?
Yep, I already picked Damian Priest to win that title.
So we're gonna have. Do you think we're gonna have a new champion?
Hopefully, Billy.
All right. Well, I go with it. Damian Priest, new champion. Oh man, this match is gonna be good too. Next match is Seth Rollins taking on the Rated R superstar Edge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure he was watching the premiere of AEW Rampage this past Friday on TNT. And boy, what a first match in the premiere with Christian Cage winning the Impact World Championship.
Yep, from a good old Kenny by God Omega.
Well, even though Kenny Omega did end up losing the Impact World Championship this past Friday to Christian, he's still the AEW World Champion.
Yep, and also not
and
just
Christian
that,
right
Billy.
now. And Christian will probably defend. I think Kenny Omega will defend the AEW World Championship at all out against Christian, because not only that Christian won the Impact World Championship over Kenny Omega, Christian is the number one contender for Kenny's AEW title.
Yep, and I know going a little bit off topic though, because he had a match though with Omega defending the AAA Mega Championship against Andrade El Idolo.
Yep, Andrade, the former employer of WWE.
Yep, and however he unfortunately Andrade did not win the title, so Omega remains the AAA Mega Champion.
Yeah, but speaking of AEW, right now, for those who are big AEW fans right now on YouTube, there's a brand new episode of AEW Dark right now, which is called by Taz and Excalibur. If you guys want to check it out, if you had not seen it, go check it out. It's tonight's new episode of AEW Dark, so make sure you check it out right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, but anyway, moving on. All right, but anyway, I think I'm going to have Edge win this match. What do you think?
Oh, yes. I have to go Edge.
Okay. All right, next match. Oh, boy. We had not seen these two ladies compete since the first night of WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's title. Bianca Belair's defending her title against the superstar that defeated her that defeated her at WrestleMania Night 1, Sasha Banks. Boss time.
I mean, with Banks coming back, from just from doing other things, besides doing all that. But I'll say, Banks would get that title back, but unfortunately, I have to go Bianca Belair for the W.
Well, I have to go half with you on that, Brandon, but because with Sasha Banks returning to SmackDown after like a few long months since we had not seen her compete since WrestleMania, I think Bianca Belair may have a chance to retain the SmackDown Women's Championship, but I don't think there's going to be any chances. I think Sasha Banks is going to get her revenge and win the SmackDown Women's title once and for all.
All right, that is totally fine.
All right, so next up we have another SmackDown Championship on the line, but this time it's with the SmackDown Tag Team Championship as the Usos in the form of Jay and Jimmy defend their titles against the Mysterios in the forms of Ray and his son Dominic.
Oh, I mean, I know the Mysterios, with Ray and Dominic getting back those SmackDown tag titles, but unfortunately, I would love seeing them. But in this case, I have to go with the Usos retaining the SmackDown tag team titles.
Well, I'm going to have to go half on with you on that one, too. I may have the Usos win, but it could be. But, with Ray and Dominic becoming the first father-son duo to win the tag team titles in WWE history, well, they're going to regain that title. But I have to agree with you, Brandon. I don't think there's going to be any chances of Ray and Dominic regaining the title. So the Usos with the dub.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this next match is for the WWE Championship. Bobby Lashley squaring up against, Bill Goldberg. Oldberg, if you want to call him.
Yes.
Now, before we make your predictions, I know Goldberg has defeated almost about 100 opponents in his wonderful career with WCW, and I think he's made about defeated like 1, 2, or 3, 4 opponents in WWE. He became the United States champion. He became World Heavyweight champion. He became the Universal champion twice, but he's never been WWE champion. But if I recall, I know Bobby Lashley is still the WWE champion, but I don't think he's going to be WWE champion for very much long. So Goldberg, Spear, Jackhammer, 1, 2, 3. Goldberg becomes the WWE champion for the first time.
Well, I'll say this. I'm unfortunately gonna have to go half on that, but that's all right with me. But I'll say this, I'm getting in my own take. I'm getting real sick and tired of Oldberg coming back yet again, once more and more. But I have to go with the almighty WWE champ, and still WWE champ to be exact. Excuse me, Bobby Lashley remaining champion.
Yep. This next match, well, got some for this next match. You can't see me. The reason I'm saying that is because John Cena has challenged Roman Reigns for his Universal Championship.
Oh, yes. And a certain someone I won't say because I know who I'm talking about. Oh, good gosh. Oh, man.
But you know who I'm going to be going with.
But I know for me, in this case, I got to go with the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns, remaining champion. Because I'll say this, if Cena wins and became 17-time champion, and I know this certain guy, I'm not going to say who he is, but he is going to be pissed.
Who, Ric Flair?
No, I'm talking about from the network community.
You're talking about Gary, right?
Yes, and Jerome.
You know how much you love John Cena, so sorry, Gary and Jerome, but you can't see me. Cena wins, he's the new champion.
All right, go ahead.
17 times. And he will break the Nature Boy's record. All right, but this, and by the way, the Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and John Cena, that's actually going to be our main event for this year's SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
But next up, it's the last match of the night. We have Nikki ASH defending her Raw Women's Championship in a triple threat match against, the Queen. Yep, Charlotte Flair, a.k.a.
the Android 18 female version of Roman Reigns.
Thank you very much. And Rhea Ripley.
Oh, man. I mean, oh, gosh. For me, I am so sick. I'm so sick and tired of that Charlotte Flair getting title opportunities over and over and over again. I like Rhea Ripley too, but the thing is, I think in this case, I have to go Nikki ASH to retain the Raw Women's Championship.
I have to agree with you, Brandon, because I know that Nikki did win the Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank, and even though Charlotte Flair did defeat Rhea Ripley to win the Raw Women's Championship at Money in the Bank, I was really happy that Nikki were cashed in her Money in the Bank contract and win the Raw Women's title over Charlotte the following night on Raw. So I'm really happy. So I think with Nikki's big accomplishments, winning the Money in the Bank ladder match and cashing in the contract to become champion the following night on Raw, I think Nikki's going to retain the title, no question.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So that my friends is going to do it for this not reaction. I'm sorry, but the predictions for SummerSlam. presented by SummerSlam. Once again, it's presented by WWE 2K22, the video game, in retail stores this fall. And I know NXT is going to start in about, in about less than half an hour on USA. All right, so be sure to join Brandon and the rest of the gang this Thursday at 6/5 Central as they bring you the 97th episode of the Run and Raid podcast. You don't want to miss it. So the live chats will be available, but not in Discord, just in the YouTube chats. And just guys, before we go, either Brandon has a little bit of a reminder of those of you who are new to the channel and what they need to do. Brandon?
Yep, and that's right, Billy. Of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And also, like what Billy said, don't forget to check out Rant Rate Podcast every Thursday afternoon or evening, where you're currently at right now over there at 6 Eastern, 5 Central, 3 p.m. Pacific on my YouTube channel. Just search Rant Rate Podcast. And however, it's the letter N, not A-N-D, but the letter N itself.
As in Nancy. And as far as the Rant Rate Podcast goes, we have a very special announcement for the Rant Rate Podcast. Because as you know, I think September, if I recall, September 17th, Brandon, is the 100th episode of R&R.
Actually, no. You're over a week. However, it's actually going to be on September 9th.
Oh, September 9th. Oh, I'm sorry. Just September 9th. That was going by. Yeah. So those of you who have yet to make their cameos for the 100th episode of R&R, you only have 1 week left because the cameos will be over with on August 26th. You got until a week from Thursday to get your cameos in.
Yep, and that is
45 seconds long is the maximum time.
Yep.
So again, you only have 1 week. You only have 1 week left to get your cameos in. I've already done mine.
Yep.
So again, those of you who have not made your cameos for the 100th episode of R&R, you have until next Thursday to get your cameos in. It's 45 seconds the maximum. So you still got time to do so before August 26th. So make sure you get your cameos in now. See you Thursday for R&R episode 97, and see you Saturday for the reactions to SummerSlam. Good night, everyone.
Good night.